The Pakistani-American suspect has admitted driving the explosives-filled SUV into the heart of Times Square Saturday night. And Faisal Shahzad has told FBI interrogators that while he trained in a terror camp, he alone carried out the botched attack on Midtown Manhattan.
Make no mistake, although this car bomb failed to properly detonate, this plot was a very serious attempt.
The 30-year-old Shahzad, who was born in Pakistan and became a naturalized U.S. citizen just a year ago, now faces numerous terror charges. They include attempting to use a weapon of mass destruction and attempting to kill and maim persons within the United States. Court documents unsealed today show investigators have collected considerable evidence linking Shahzad to the attempted bombing. Police discovered a key left behind in the smoking SUV that opens the door to Shahzad's Connecticut residence. Investigators found a prepaid cell phone used to call a fireworks store. He also received calls on that phone from Pakistan. And the woman who sold the SUV positively identified Shahzad as the buyer. Officials say Shahzad is talking and cooperating, providing useful intelligence both before and after being read his Miranda rights.
We want to know as much as we can about his background, where he's gone, what he's done, and so all of those things are being explored.
Shahzad's arrest just before midnight last night was high drama. He had boarded this Emirates jetliner for a flight to Dubai. The jet's door had already closed when federal agents determined Shahzad was on the flight. The door was reopened and he was arrested. But then the FBI grew concerned about two other people on the plane, but not before the plane had backed away from the gate. Air traffic controllers ordered it to return.
Yeah, I have a message for you to go back to the gate immediately.
Those two people were briefly detained and later released. Shahzad's arrest ended a frantic scramble that had begun hours earlier. The FBI had been watching him since late Sunday after his name emerged in the investigation. But sources say Shahzad got spooked when word leaked yesterday that the FBI was looking for a Pakistani-American. Shahzad left his Connecticut apartment, and agents first suspected he might run for the Canadian border. For a while, it seems, perhaps more than an hour, they weren't even sure where he was. But the focus quickly turned to Kennedy Airport. Sources say Shahzad raised red flags in paying cash without a reservation for a last-minute flight. And Customs and Border Protection agents, who had been alerted to watch for him, ultimately matched his name to the passenger manifest for the Dubai flight. Officials say they still have no solid proof that Shahzad was part of any larger plot, but he is the latest U.S. citizen or resident to be charged as a terrorist. In just the last 8 months, Denver airport shuttle driver Najibullah Azazi has confessed to plotting to bomb New York subways. Chicago and David Headley confessed to scouting targets later hit in the Mumbai, India massacre. An accused Fort Hood gunman Major Nadal Hassan had repeated contacts with an al-Qaeda cleric in the months leading up to the shooting. Now, one more thing about Shahzad. He apparently left behind a loaded 9mm gun in the car he drove to the airport. He'll be in court tomorrow. Katie?
And Bob, what are authorities saying about the time he spent in Pakistan?
Well, his trip to Pakistan might be key. He apparently went there to visit friends and family, but investigators want to know who else he might have visited. Did he link up with any known terrorist operatives? And right now, Katie, they just don't know.
All right, Bob Orr in Washington tonight. Bob, thanks very much.